So let me tell you the story of how I met this tree spirit. If you look closely, you can see the face, its eyes, its nose, and its mouth. Now, I used to live in a place where I could spend a lot of time on the balcony and be outdoors. And the wildlife present was very active. There were birds, there were chipmunks, squirrels, butterflies, hummingbirds, everything that you could imagine. And it was very beautiful, and there was so much sunlight. A lot of times I would spend time just grounding myself. I would meditate and I would read. Now, let me just show you a little bit closer this tree spirit. There's the mouth, there's the nose, and there's the two eyes. Okay? Now, it's not a coincidence that during this time I was also reading this book by Ted Andrews. The book is called Enchantment of the Fairy Realm: Communicate with Nature, Spirits, and Elementals. Again, this book is by Ted Andrews, okay? It's on Amazon, and you can get the book and read it for yourself. Now, when you read this book, it goes into all of these different rituals that you can do, basically making your environment conducive to attract fairies and tree spirits and elementals, okay? Also, how you can raise your vibration, because that's essentially why they make themselves available to you. It also goes into the whole breakdown of the fairy kingdom, from the gnomes to elves, fairies, the flowers, much more. Now, in this part of the book, there is actually an excerpt of the person speaking about, I believe they're meditating, and it basically goes as you see here. I found myself relaxing, and at times I felt like I was sinking into the tree itself. I even felt like I was peering out from the bark, just like the face I had seen when I heard my name. I even felt a little sleepy, but I fought it. And then it goes in deeper. And as you can see, this illustration here, it shows a man, excuse me, it shows a man, and he is basically the tree. Okay, and then you see that these people are feeding the tree, watering, nourishing the tree. Now, this is just a little taste of what you would experience if you get the book and what to expect from it. So, as you can see, this is just giving you some suggestions and an outline of basically how to have an encounter or an experience with elementals, okay, or tree spirits, fairies, elves. So, the first step, it says read and study the lore of trees. There's over hundreds of thousands of trees, just like there are plants and flowers. So it definitely is helpful to know what you're wanting to have an experience with. So knowing about trees, knowing about the different types of trees and the trees that grow in your area. Also, what the tree offers as far as herbal remedies, things like that. Pine trees, offer many different medicinal benefits to us, holistic benefits to us. If you go down further here, it says spend time around trees. Obviously, meditate, spend time away from Wi-Fi, out in nature, ground yourself. We've all heard about hugging trees, but you can definitely hug a tree, but you can just simply touch a tree. And it tells you how, pay attention to how each tree makes you feel. Try to determine its inner character and spirit. And then this is the one here that is really, really cool. It says, occasionally sit at a distance from the trees and bushes and then allow your eyes to have focus using a daydream kind of gaze upon the tree. Can you see any forms or faces in the configurations of bark and branches? Don't worry whether you may be imagining it. You are simply stretching your perceptions, okay? This soft focus helps in seeing the spirit of the tree. It will usually be first noticed peering out from the gnarled bark. With practice and persistence, you will start to see much more. Okay, so I just wanted to share that. Obviously, I was able to get a picture of this tree spirit, but this is just to show you how there are many things around us in this world, on this earthly plane, that we can experience if we open ourselves up, don't have fear, and raise your vibration. All right. And let me know if you had any similar experiences. I'd love to hear them.